Hello everybody and welcome to another awesome heyday video. My name is Jennifer and here on YouTube I go by GizmoSpike. So today I want to talk to you guys about one of the events that is coming up this week, specifically tomorrow's event, so Monday's event. As you can see here on the screen, tomorrow, Monday, the October 14th, I believe that is. Yep, October 14th, is going to be a farm visitor event for 2 times coins. It is actually one of my favorite events, and I usually almost always talk about it and brag about how much coins I make during this event, and everybody always asks me, like, how on earth are you getting like over 1 million coins when from this farm visitor event? Like, I can't make that much money. It'll ask for like, random stuff in my barn, and yeah, sometimes I sell them, sometimes I don't, but like, I'm not getting that much money. Well, there is kind of a trick to the farm visitor event. There is a very specific way you want to keep certain items in your barn and to ensure that these are the items that the visitors are going to ask for. So that's what we are going to talk about in today's video. I'm going to tell you guys how to make a lot of coins tomorrow if you want to make a lot of coins. Like, a lot of coins. Like, you can make 1 million coins very easily. Okay, so first I want to be clear about what heyday means when they refer to the farm visitors. The farm visitors are the ones who walk up your walkway and who hang out in front of your house and usually want to ask you for your, saws and axes that you don't want to sell. Usually, Tilly here likes to get a lot of dynamite for grandma, but so those are the farm visitors that I'm referring to. Now, as you can see, I have one standing here right now. She's actually been standing here for a couple of weeks. And the reason why is because by keeping her here at my house, asking for bacon, which is an item from the barn, the next visitor that will walk up my walkway will almost always, I've heard of a few exceptions, but almost always ask for a silo item. So I keep her standing there. This way I know that when I'm weeding, and I actually think that I thought my silo, oh, it is full. So I know that when I'm weeding, the next person will come up my driveway when they come up, and it will ask for a silo item. And if the item that I have the most of in my silo is wheat, they're almost always going to ask for wheat. And you're like, wait, Gizmo, huh? How do you know that? Well, that is the main trick to this. So when the visitors come up your walkway and they ask for the items, they don't just ask for a random item from inside of your barn and your silo. They are only going to ask for the items that you either have the most of, and it's the top 2 to 3 items, or they will ask for the items that you have 0 of, but not of all items. So they will never ask for expansion items, so like bolts and screws and nails, etc. They will not ask for any land items. They will not ask for any metal bars, and they will not ask for jewelry. They will, however, like I've already mentioned and I'm sure everyone has seen, they will ask for saws and axes, and they will ask for mining tools. Everything else, though, will be a production item, something that you produce in your machines or like your fishing area. So to ensure that they ask for the items that you want them to ask for, you just need to make sure that they are the highest quantity item that you have in your barn. So as you can see, as soon as I knew this event was happening, I started to prepare. And you can see that I've started to prepare because I have 930 berry smoothies in my barn. And I also have 118 of the red hats. Now you're probably saying, well, why do you have 930 berry smoothies? Well, so in order to make money in this event, it's all about quantity, and you need a lot. So you need a lot, and you need stuff that cost a lot as well, because remember, they're going to give you double what they would normally be asking for the items when the event starts tomorrow, not the regular. So right now, when a visitor comes up your walkway and they ask you to sell them stuff, they're not giving you what the item is actually worth. So let's use the bacon as an example here. She's asking me for a 36 bacon, and she's going to offer me 1,058 coins, but I can go and sell bacon. I can do 10 bacon for 504 coins. So therefore, for the 36 that she wants, that's like just under what, 2,000 coins. So like, she's not giving me anywhere near close to what that bacon's actually worth. Well, tomorrow though, she would be offering me double this. Therefore, she'd be offering me more than what that bacon is actually worth. So to be clear, the farm visitors are not going to be giving you double what the item is actually worth. So for example, as you can see here on the screen right now, this is a screenshot from the last visitor event a couple of weeks ago, where she was asking for my red hats. So she was asking for 131 of these red hats, and the red hats cost 468 coins if I were to sell them for full price in the roadside stand. So if I took 468 and I multiplied that by 131, which is the quantity that she's asking for, then if I just sold them into the roadside shop, I would make 1,308 coins. And so since she is offering me 88,764 coins, I am actually making a profit on these of 27,456 coins. So what you want to do, what I want to do, what we all want to do, what I've already been doing, is you want to stock up on the items that you can easily find in the roadside stand and that cost a lot of money. So using my level as an example, so I can buy anything in the paper. So therefore, I want the highest items that cost the most amount of money, that are the easiest to find, are going to be the red berry smoothies and then the red hats. And then you can also add in some items as well. You can look for the tofu dogs. So you can see that there's tofu dogs, like a bunch in the paper here. You can also buy the rustic bouquets as well. Those are good if you are on the higher level end. So like, if I was gonna recommend like an order of what you should go and buy, it would be red berry smoothies, then the red hats, then the tofu dogs, and then the rustic bouquets. And so like, you can see this paper is actually full of rustic bouquets. Now, I'm not focusing on rustic bouquets because I want to make the most money and as much money as I can. And so based on my level, for me, it makes more sense to focus on the very highest ones that are the easiest to find, which again, for me, are the berry smoothies and the red hats. So that's why I have already 930 red berry smoothies in my barn. I have been soon as I knew that the event was coming, I started purchasing in the paper. And honestly, like if you look and you just take the time to search, you can find a lot of stuff. And the more that you can get and the more that you can stock up in your barn, the more that they're going to ask for, and then the more that you can sell. And they will come back and forth up and down your walkway all day long. Last event I made, I believe, just over 1 million coins. I have to add up all my screenshots and see what I made, and I didn't even get to play that much last time. So strategy for you based on your level is you want to look in the paper for the most expensive item that you can find and the easiest item that you can find. So if you are lucky enough to be at least level 64, which is when the berry smoothies open, you want to be searching for berry smoothies. And I would pick the top 2 items. So if you are only level 64, I would go for berry smoothies and I would go for the rustic bouquets, because that's going to be the next highest or like most expensive, easiest item that you can find based on your level, because the rustic bouquets open up at level 49. So you'd be able to get the berry smoothies and the rustic bouquets. If you are a higher level, then if you're level 70 at least, then I would do berry smoothies and the red hats. And then if you want to throw in a third item, and if you are at least level 76, then I would throw in the tofu dogs as well. I will probably start purchasing some tofu dogs just to have some more products. I usually like to have in mine be the red berry smoothies, the red hats, and the tofu dogs. This way I have like a nice like revolving items that I know that the visitors are going to continuously ask for. But you can, and yes, I will make more money because I'm able to get the red berry smoothies, but you can still make a ton of money even if you can only get the rustic bouquets. So don't feel like, oh, well, I'm only, level, 51, so I can't get the berry smoothies, so I'm not going to bother. No, bother. Get the rustic bouquets, because those will also make you a ton of money. And I also don't want you to get discouraged based on how much space you have in your barn. You're probably like, yeah, Gizmo, you have 9,100 barn space, so of course you can, buy 1,000 of these items and stock up and make lots of money. But you don't necessarily have to have a giant barn in order to do this. So Jade, her barn is only 2,100. And she has been doing this event the past couple of times and she loves it. And she has also been making about 1 million coins each time as well. So, hers is 2,100, mine is 9,100. It really doesn't matter how big your barn is. You just need to make some space. So, either like sell off some of the stuff that you don't need. I'm not telling you to just, sell stuff off just to do this event, whatever. But if there is stuff in your barn that you can sell off to make room to go purchase some of this stuff, I highly, highly recommend it. And even if you're lower than level 49, you can still do this event. There are a bunch of items, like for instance, the bacon and eggs, which opens up at level 11. Even if you are a really, really, really low level farmer, you can still very easily participate in this event and you're probably not going to make 1 million coins. Unless for some reason you have a giant barn. But you could easily make a couple of 100,000, which would be super helpful when you are lower level and trying to get machines. So bacon and eggs can usually be found fairly easily, and you can purchase those and then resell those as well to the visitors. I'm trying to think of another easily attainable item for some lower levels. Woolly chaps would be a good one if you are a little bit higher. You can usually find those pretty easily as well in the paper. Blackberry muffins is another good one that you can usually find if you were at least level 26. And those are the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head. If you guys can think of some other easily attainable items for like some slightly lower levels, but I think those are probably your best bet if you are not high enough to get the rustic bouquets. So basically, you want to go through the paper, buy this stuff, get them to be the item that you have the most of in your barn. Make sure you have no items that are 0 in your barn. This way, you can ensure that when the visitors walk up your walkway, they're going to ask for the items that you want them to ask them for. And that's basically it. You can make a lot of coins doing this, you guys. If anyone's gonna try this, I'd love to know in the comments below. Please, let me know. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below as well. I think I have covered it all. I don't think that I forgot to mention anything, but I highly recommend to try this event. I would also take a screenshot of your coins before you start, and then you can kind of keep track of how much you wind up with at the end. You're gonna spend coins while you're doing this because the whole point is you want to keep on buying from the paper all day long. So purchase. This way, like when they come up your walkway, you can keep on selling more and more and more to them. So you'll see your coins kind of like go up and down all day long, but by the end of the day, you should have a pretty good profit in your barn. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. I really hope that this helps you guys make a lot of coins tomorrow. And if you do have any questions, if I didn't cover something, please feel free to ask in the comments below and let me know if you're going to try this tomorrow. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Happy farming. Weeding is life. Peace.